need any supplies, you know where to find me.
Captain Gallen does the business around here. I'm just a ship's.
Yes? If you've got to go, I'm your captain. Right then. Let's be off.
Person's amulet. It was so pretty. Ow! Excuse me?
What do you need something?
Never much
You can
cared for
clearly
Windhelm.
see me standing
Place
here.
is depressing.
I'm a sailor on the North Wind. We're laying over in Windhelm for a while.
Good to see you. The North Wind, you looking for... You make an example of that gang. That's the spirit.
Let's go in, shall we? I learned something from that, right? Don't get hit.
Glad you're here.
Fine work. Here's your pay. Don't spend it all on me. It's safe.
Greetings, Archmage. Filthy creatures, aren't they? Living in the darkness like they do. So uncivilized. I prefer finery, like this. Here, for your trouble. And I suppose I should show you a little about illusion magic for free, shouldn't I? I hope we bump into each other again. You always brighten... I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Take care of yourself.
Please address all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard.
Thane Bryling.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Is there something I can help you with?
There's been some attacks late at night.
Mostly
I
on the
know
light
some
side
people find it
sometimes.
boring,
I better
but
forge
I
some better
like
blades
poring
and
over
guards
research
just in
notes.
case.
Welcome to Dead Man's
It's
Drink.
like a
This
game,
deal's worth
solving
every
puzzles.
septim. Remember that.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Yes. All right then. What do you want?
Well met. Take a look. Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it.
I'm the steward here. I serve under Jarl Siggeir and Jarl Dengir before him. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Looking sloppy today. I want you to reduce their wages for the month.
May wisdom forever light your path.
Shape them up, but with the war on, it is unwise to reduce their wages any further. We can't afford to lose any men if we wish to keep Falkreath protected.
I would think a man of your military training would be able to do with less. But so be it.
Don't let the shop's name frighten you away. I have plenty of reliable tonics and healing potions to sell. Falkreath's warriors always return, one way or another. Take a look. Take a look. Mm-hmm. Call upon me if I can be of any service.
You want something from me? Actually, I'm growing it if you hadn't noticed. I'm the only person alive that can cultivate Nirnroot from a seed to a fully grown plant. I had quite the mentor. He taught me everything he knew about the Nirnroot and its strange properties. I haven't seen him in many years. I wonder what became of him. Honest pay for honest work.
Farm
Fantastic! I was concerned I had asked for too many, but I'm glad to see you proved me wrong. Let me at least give you something for your efforts. Finding all of these couldn't have been easy. Or cheap.
I'm not sure what about hearing my own voice makes it easier, but it does.
I used to be. There isn't much time for that in my life anymore, I'm afraid. I actually owned a shop in Vivek City long ago, but I had to leave all that behind when the Red Mountain erupted. Perhaps someday I'll reopen a shop here in Skyrim. Come visit again sometime.
This place is boring. Nothing but the same thing every day. Ugh. I wish I could head to one of the capital cities. Maybe even back to Mournhold. Anywhere but here.
Sacred.
Ellie, my dear? Oh, I couldn't. It goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
You are far too hard on yourself, my dear, sweet, homicidally insane Pelagius. What would the people do without you? Dance? Sing? Smile? Grow old? You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sporting. You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies, blood, a fox, a severed head, ho ho ho, and the cheese to die for.
Yes, yes, as you've said countless times before.
Harumph! Well then, if you're going to be like that, perhaps it's best I take my leave. A good day to you, sir. I said good day!
Yes, yes, go. Leave me to my ceaseless responsibilities and burdens.
be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two. Pelagius the Third. Now, surely even you know about Pelagius's decree. On his deathbed, oh, and this was inspired, he forbade death! That's right! Death! Outlawed! Inside the mind of Pelagius, silly. Oh, is it your first time? Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons! Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine! Ah, those are my favorites. Well, spit it out, mortal! I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke. But seriously, what's the message? Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim. The Toymaker's son, huh? What? The ghost of King Lysandas? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall! Ha ha! I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter! Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here. Oh, pardon me. Were you saying something? I do apologize. It's just that I find myself suddenly and irrevocably bored! I mean, really, here you stand before Sheogorath himself, Daedric Prince of Madness, and all you deem fit to do is deliver a message? How sad. Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right, I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that. Ha! I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Makes things infinitely more interesting. Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius the Third. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabbatak! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out on the weakest part of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius's anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance. You seem to be having a small problem. Or perhaps it's a big problem. Maybe if you shrunk the whole thing down a little first.
Just give up! You can't win! Is that your best? Don't you beg me to kill you before I'm done!
Cleared out, I guess.
Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Ow, baby! Here we go! I can take it.
Cleared out.
What was that? Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Just a scratch. You won't even live to regret this. You're out of your league. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He's finally ready to love himself and continue hating everyone else. Like the bite of a flea.
You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
This is a surprise.
Hi there. Yes?
Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you in the back.
Something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time. Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius's mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered by anyone. The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your Wabajak to defeat the enemy, while they do the same. Doesn't appear to be faring any better than before. I think trains. You'd never figure it out! With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out. Sort of. And we're that much closer to home. Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind. Fixed. is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash, or an arrow in the face. Ah, but no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded, and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. They've been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim III, once the mad Emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Now, where did I leave my luggage?
Master, you've taken me back. Does this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, my little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... I'll just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ah, ta-ta!
With a bow, eh? I'm a sword man myself.
Jack, you must use it on me. You must. You have it. The blessed Wabberjack. You must use it on me. You must. Wabberjack, 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 Wabberjack.
There's a cave here. Perfect hideout for bandits, or worse.
Water-breathing potions. Poor Heron must have forgotten Argonians have no use for such things. If anything, he should have sent health potions. I got bit by a slaughterfish on the last dive. Nearly snapped my arm in two. Still not sure how it held together. Actually, as far as cargo goes, I've checked everything off my list, save for one thing. A lease agreement of some kind. Hopefully it's locked up in a chest somewhere, otherwise I doubt we can recover it. Is that what Aaron told you? That sneaky rat. Tell you what, why don't you keep the potions as collateral? You get that lease for me, and I'll toss in a little gold, too.
Sometimes I get a little scared going into deeper waters, but that's natural, right?
team? You mean my sons? Oh, they're just here to get their feet wet. Although having them around does help with appearances. Well, there's Pericles, over by the crates. He's talented, but lazy. But it's hard to build a work ethic when everything comes easy. Bluethroat is the middle child. He doesn't like to talk to people, so it's best to give him his space. And lastly, our little hatchling on Rue, over by the fire. He's the youngest, but he doesn't like it if you baby him. You did? Splendid. I ought to add you to our team. We'll have to change the name, though. Ute and Sons won't really work if you're the one taking the lead. It does, although I can't say there's any truth in the word amazing. Just ask my husband. In any case, I'd like you to take this document back to Hera. This other cargo can be delayed, but documents like that tend to be time sensitive. Great. Here's your share of the salvaging fee. Do me a favor and let him know the rest of the cargo has been recovered. All right, boys, let's pack it up. We've got to get this to Dawnstar by week's end.
Yes, Mother. You didn't die. I guess I shouldn't be so surprised.
Good work. The faster we get out of here, the better.
Don't worry, lad. The Autumn Gale never fails to deliver. That's a promise.
I don't care how many colleges
The Autumn Gale is at the bottom of the ocean. Who's to say the documents are even legible?
Well, I never said they'd be in perfect condition. Although if you're unsatisfied, I may consider refunding a portion of the payment.
And how are you going to refund my father's life? There's no amount of gold that can compensate me for that.
Oh, right. In that case, I suppose I should just keep the gold then, with the terms of a contract being fulfilled and all.
You greedy little snake! I'm going to tear the skin off of your skull!
Hold that thought. It looks like my newest employee has returned. Hopefully you've brought some good news. Well, it's going to cost him, not me. Just hold on to it and let me work my magic. Well, lad, because you're such a valued customer, I went ahead and had my top agent expedite your request. Of course, there is a special fee that's part of our express delivery service.
Fine. Once my father's name is cleared, you'll be paid in full. Just bill me with the details. But first, I want to verify the document.
I'll deliver it personally.
Well, is it true? Do you have the document? Is it signed by Ingrid? A respected Thane who moved to Hammerfell to help push back the Dominion. She owned the cottage and a plot of land my father leased, but they never made a contract, as Nord's word is strong as steel. But that isn't good enough in a trial. Thus we had to send word to Hammerfell to have her sign the papers. And there's still hope, but it might not be enough. I was wondering perhaps if I could loan your services. I'm on my way to the site of the altercation to see if I can find more evidence. Thank you, Salvager. Hopefully having another set of eyes will help. A few nobles from Solitude were out hunting and trespassed on my father's land. He mistook them for thieves and, well, things got bloody. One of the men was gravely injured. Now the other wants my father punished. That's up for debate.
Please tell
But
me,
if these
do
men
you
were
experience a
trespassing,
sense of
it'll
self?
certainly help his
An
case.
awareness of being. Are you aware you are an
It proves my father had a right to be on the land. He signed a lease with one of the Jarl's old thanes back when she was in court.
Unless you're bringing me another round, you can just keep walking.
I don't like doing business with Azora's faithful. Make it quick.
Go on, get out of my sight.
If you've business with the college, you're welcome to stay here. It's where most of our business comes from, in fact.
Ranmir beg a drink from you yet? That's gold wasted, friend. He owes this tavern enough coin to burn it down, build it back up, then burn it down again just for laughs. He's had some troubles in his life, but I can't have him drinking here without at least paying back some of the coin he owes. Go right ahead. He just might be sober enough to listen to you. It's not much, but we get by. Very little money passes through Winterhold anymore. But if there's one thing you can count on, it's folks needing a drink now and then. Until next time.
I'm just trying to have a quiet drink here, all right? Who are you to say what I should do? I'll pay her back when I'm ready. Calm down there, friend. I'll pay. Tell Harren that she'll have her gold. Until next time.
Just say the word if you need a drink or something to eat. Thank you. He's not a bad man, just bad with his coins and his drink. My husband Dagger could tell you stories there. I have a couple of Ranmir's things that he traded to us back when he was still paying regularly. I say you've earned them. See ya.
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my time. I do what's necessary. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
On it, it's quite lucky Scrap doesn't need to be fed in the traditional sense. I'd have forgotten to feed him and he'd have died by now.
Greetings, sister. You look weary. I have something to help you relax. The finest skooma, the sweetest moon sugar, at a fair price, of course. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Never sh- Come.
You don't shine,
Die, damn you!
Oh no! Nar! Something is trying to kill us!
On to the next battle.
Oh, I just remembered when I broke my family's tea set. It'd been in the family for 6 generations. Why did I have to remember that?
Got to thinking, maybe I'm the Dragonborn, and I just don't know it yet.
Lucky.
word of some trouble. I probably shouldn't tell everyone who asks. This is important business, you know. Someone's gonna get hurt, all right.
Good, you came. There's a lot going on here, but we need to find things that corroborate with my father's version of what happened. During the fight, the candle horn got knocked over. By the time the snow came, half the place was burned down, along with much of the evidence. Not many people can find the place, to be honest, since it's not on any map. The only reason guards were able to arrest my father is because he was forced to spend the night in solitude. That's partly why you're here. I need an objective witness with no stake in either side. Of course. My father said he was cooking dinner when he heard a commotion outside. The trespassers must have shot down a deer. Smelling my father's dinner, they offered to share the venison in exchange for a drink and a warm fire. On this much, both sides agree. But out here you can never be too careful. My father demanded the strangers to leave the property and take the deer with them. The strangers were insulted. In hindsight, my father should have shown more tact. Nobody likes to be called a thief. Eventually things got heated and shots were fired. These arrows are proof of that. My father ran inside and got his axe. There was a fight near the hearth when one of them knocked over a candle horn. When the fire started, everyone, including my father, fled. Given how detailed my father was, I wouldn't be surprised if your findings match his story. My father never liked hunting. Not at first, anyway. But he learned to love it, because he knew how much it meant to me. Part of me thinks this is all my fault. But I wanted to stay in the city. He wouldn't be in this situation. But then I think back to all those times we spent together, how much it meant to him, and I don't have the heart to take them away. Have you ever lost anyone close to you, friend? You're right. There's still time. I'm taking the lease agreement to Solitude to have it verified. Meet me at the Blue Palace. With your help, we'll prove my father's innocence.
Good to see you.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
Fresh fish, straight from the fjord.
Here.
It's good to see you, girl. Everything I got on display, really. Be careful out there.
You look like you... Take a look. Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
Plenty of fresh fish for you. Just what you see here. These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there.
Remiel,
'Twas a breeze.
Fresh fish.
At last.
Fresh fish.
Through the trees.
What was that?
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands to run. Oh, maybe you need a partner, hmm? Just picture it. 2 women, the dusty road, strapping men at every tavern, a fortune in gold to be claimed.
The Imperials are
each home for an assessment.
Is it that time again already? Very well. Let's meet this evening.
You know, there's just something about fire. It's so compelling to look at, to play with.
I am your sword and your shield. Honored to see you again, my Thane. Until next time.
Feel free to make requests.
Praise the divines, you're here. Come on, let me introduce you.
Any more than we already have. Further delay will not change the facts at hand.
Mayor, if I may, the witness I spoke of earlier has arrived. Given she's examined the scene of the altercation, I'd like to have her cross-examine Formir's testimony.
Are you sure this witness of yours can be objective?
I had the captain of the guard vet her, just as he did with your apothecary.
Huh. We shall see.
Formir, there's still time to end this folly. The lease agreement proves you are trespassing. I think it's clear to both you and the court that it cannot be held accountable for your injuries.
My Jarl, it is very noble of this man to defend his father's honor, and for that, he should be commended. Unfortunately, his contention that we trespassed on his father's property is simply not true. It is not trespassing if the man invites you into his home.
You mentioned something that would convince us. Please proceed.
Thank you, my Jarl. You see, my housecarl and I were hunting a deer when one of our stray shots happened to hit this man's cottage. An unfortunate accident, but nothing particularly damaging to the woodwork. Oh, is that so? Then clearly you haven't spoken to Asgeld's father, because he himself admits we killed the deer. And now, if you'll allow me to continue, my Jarl. After the arrow hit the cottage, this man's father came bursting through the door. We apologized for the disturbance.
Thane
To make
Brylan,
amends,
what do
we
you have
offered
to
to share
report
the
about the
venison.
state of Hafingar's
He agreed
defenses?
and beckoned we come
The
inside.
news is the same as it's
Naturally,
been for the rest
we were
of the
pleased
war,
to get
Your
out of the
Grace.
cold.
Our
My
borders
companion
are secure,
took to skinning the
but
deer,
at the
while I
cost of the
perused a
guards
nearby
of our
bookshelf.
towns and roads.
I remember
I don't
this
see
part
any reason
clearly
why we'd need
because
them.
I was pleased
as long
to find
as
my
those
favorite
dogs
series,
stay
The
outside of
Wolf
our
Queen,
borders,
on the
we're
top shelf.
fine.
In fact, I had just opened the book to the first page when I heard my companion
The roads are
scream.
beset by bandits and beasts, and now there's even talk of bloody dragons.
My dear Bryling, barring any fancy and folly, the good people of Hafinger are surely capable of dealing with the odd highwayman or stray
Asking
dog.
that is like asking why bandits attack caravans. It's so obvious. I won't waste the court's time explaining it. In any case, as I was saying, I heard my companion scream behind me. I turned around, only to see your father had struck him with his axe.
Liar!
Calm yourself. I let him tell his version. Please allow me the same courtesy.
Fine.
When I saw my injured companion, I acted on reflex. I wrestled the assailant to the ground and told my friend to flee. At that point, I was certain I was going to die. I was fumbling about, trying to find a weapon or perhaps a miracle. My hands found a candle horn. I threw it at my attacker and missed wildly, but when it struck the wood, the cabin lit up like a bonfire. And the fire is what allowed me to escape. And with that, I conclude my testimony. It is my belief that this man's father attacked us without provocation. What I ask for is not vengeance, my Jarl, but for justice. But whatever you decide, I will humbly accept your judgment.
Thank you.
That could have gone better. At this rate, we might be better off demanding it. A respected Thane who moved, shown the cottage and the plot of... But that isn't good enough in a trial. Now what?
If it pleases the court, I would like to introduce some new evidence regarding our witness's character, which...
Oh, did you need something?
Very well.
Thank you, my Jarl. I do not wish to alarm anyone here, but I believe this
What can I do
information
for
may
you?
very well compromise the integrity of our chief witness.
Please address all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard.
Yes?
It is not I who has to explain myself. After all, you are the one who attested to the impartiality
What can
of
I
this
do for you?
witness. A witness who happens to be a well-known associate of the Thieves Guild. Clearly, both her testimony and the lease brought by Asgeld cannot be admitted.
You what?
By the gods, I don't even know what to say.
What? Is this true? Why didn't you tell me sooner? It doesn't matter. The court won't see it that way.
Let me preface this
wrong,
by saying I
Asgeld?
don't care
Lost
about
faith in your
politics,
witness?
but
I swear,
Elsif is just
Formir,
a
I knew
puppet
nothing
ruler,
of this.
isn't she?
But it doesn't matter now. Clearly this trial has been tainted.
Agreed. In light of this new information, I think it would be a travesty to continue.
Then it's a trial by combat, Formir, you dog. You know damn well my father can't win.
He stands a better chance against me than at this trial.
You're right. Fine. You have a deal.
Excellent. Members of the court, I apologize for wasting your time, but it seems we will settle this matter privately.
Good. You're dismissed.
Damn, I feel like a fool. This is what he wanted from the beginning. My father would not agree to something so cowardly. He will face his death like a man. In any case, I know you did your best. Take this gold for your trouble. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must go see him. I'm responsible for this outcome, so I must bear the news. At the very least, he will sleep soundly tonight, as a free man.
It's a fine day with you around. Good to see you. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. It was a pleasure, thank you. Steward, when is my appointment to meet with General Tullius? There are some issues we must speak about.
You know, I quite enjoy talking to people. It's always so fascinating to see what information I can learn from them.
The last of them. That was a good workout.
Excuse me? Huh?
Eternal slumber.
Come on, let's see you put up a fight. Why are you attacking me? Trying to plunder your tombs?
be a hypocrite to say that, so never mind. People in Wayrest don't like Red Guards much. But the mercantile families trade often with Sentinel, so we get along fine with them. Scrap keeping our safe, okay? Give you a second chance.
Victory.
Scrap, are you okay? I'll fix you right up, I promise.
taken care of.
So what now? I'll carry what I can. Two hands are better than one.
We've stopped. What is it? I'm at your command. Let's go.
Yes?
Are you feeling sick? Take a look. The aptitude. You should join the mages. College in Winterhold.
Drink at the Bannered Mare.
Heard about that.
Yes?
We are but maggots, riding in the field. We Greymanes got just as much to be proud of as them battle. Gods be praised.
It's not easy.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy reagents. Pardon me, but do I detect a case? Take a look. Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Welcome to Bellathor's General Goods. Welcome indeed. Everything's for... Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Do come back.
ancient and so mysterious. But the real mystery is why anyone would want to go inside.
learned to play a lute, do you think having that musical knowledge would make tonal energy easier to understand? you a second.
Well, that's taken care of.
Who do you think has killed more, Draugr? Probably. Don't count me out yet, my lord.
don't see that every day.
If you could stop leading
I'm still here.
Something on your mind? Ah, a visitor. Word travels fast, it seems. As fast as time flies. Which makes sense, given that they're both a type of bird. No doubt. You came for the Argonian known as Two Tails. I am he. Fear not, visitor. It's easy to lose one's head when in the presence of greatness. But remember, I was once a humble citizen like yourself. Then the world shook. A forgotten evil made its return, and the world as we know it was thrust into turmoil. The people cried out for a hero, a savior. The Divines answered their prayers by bestowing a single mortal with a gift. That mortal was me. But for a season ago, I was a humble fisherman. Now I am Two Tails, first hero of the Fourth Era, Dwarvenborn. Dragonborn? Hmm? Do I look like I have wings? No, I have horns and feathers and walk on 3 feet. Just like dwarves. Besides, in war, fire is best fought with fire. And you don't bring a dragon to a dwarf fight, not unless it's Dwarvenborn. Nothing else can combat the infinite armies of Mazenok, the God Eater. Your worst enemy and your best friend, as you are nothing but a dog to him. And like a good doggy, he's going to make you fetch dirt, then bring it to the surface while his army of centurions flog you with brass whips. Mazenok aims to devour the gods, at least the ones that live underground, and in doing so, propel our world into chaos. But as it is written in the Histbark, and inscribed in the assortment of spoons I keep in my pocket, all is not lost. For there is one that even the Mad Dwarf and his legion of machines fear. In their tongue, I am known as Thuamertzin, Dwarvenborn. As Dwarvenborn, I possess what is known as the Machine Hand. Simply by placing my palms on a device, I can disable it permanently. I am now on a great quest to place my hands upon as many dwarven machinations as possible, so that I may render the God Eater's army inert. It doesn't matter if it's a broken spider or fully operational centurion. One touch from my machine hand, and no smith can repair it. What you speak of is a temporary solution. Pointless when you consider that Mazanok can resurrect his machines with his hands or his voice. Only the touch of my machine hand can render them ineffective. Every wire, every gear, every part becomes as immaterial as the void. I was fishing near the coast of Ibn Bay in Cyrodiil when I saw a bearded mage standing by the bank. In his hand was the ugliest fishing staff I had ever seen, but when he raised it to the sky, a massive island rose right out of the water. On it were rocks, chiseled into the shape of dwarven heads. Only they weren't rocks, but cheese. Then, waving the staff around some more, he conjured 3 beggars to eat away at the cheese rocks, from its mustache down to its chin. Their efforts revealed a secret portal, a gateway to the Dwemer homeworld. Curious, I followed him into the bay. I swam, he walked. I trailed him to the edge of the shoreline, just as he was about to enter the portal. Then he stopped and turned in my direction. I was hiding behind some brush, but I could have sworn he winked at me. Turns out there was just something in his eye, specifically the arrow that I shot in his face for winking at me. Wabba. What? It's a fishing staff. I had a hole in the end with which to catch salmon. In fact, I could have used the staff to catch twice as many fish. If I were a fisherman, and not the one true savior of Skyrim. But first, I needed to step through that portal, which I had no problem doing. I didn't kill a man and 3 beggars to catch more salmon. Curious, I followed. Then, turns out there was just something in his eye. Specifically the arrow. It was my fishing bow. How else are you supposed to catch slaughterfish without a proper bow? Or staff for that matter? Now I had both. In fact, I could have used the staff to catch twice as many fish. But first, I needed to step through that portal, which I had no problem. As it doesn't matter if it's a broken spider. Unfathomable. I am a hero, the champion of Mundus. You dare insult me by suggesting I raid dwarven ruins like a common bandit? I'll raid them like an uncommon bandit. You know, the kind that says please and thank you, and hates the predicament an unfair society has placed him in. It's the only place that's completely safe. Mazanok has his spiders everywhere, hiding in the dirt like 8-legged mud crabs. They're out there right now, burrowed in the mud, not 40 paces from where we stand, using the grass and the weeds like an insect's antenna. Only these antennae aren't like the kind you find on a bug. No, attached at the end are magical listening spheres, painted white to look like flowers. Cotton balls, fungal pods, tulips. His eyes and ears are everywhere, searching for the one they call Dwarvenborn. Conversely, there isn't a section of wall or piece of dwarven metal that I haven't blessed with my machine hand. It's completely quarantined. They say he was a gifted dwarf, blessed with the ability to craft, repair, and if need be, marry machines, simply by touching them. Some even say he learned the way of the voice, that he could direct his spiders to sweep the floors by issuing a simple 3-word command. Something like broom floor sweep, or beep boop bop, or insert tube here. You know, common phrases of the machine tongue. Then, one day, while renovating an old cave, he came across a magic scroll written inside a tube of fungus. Inside was a 100,000-year-old prophecy, one that foretold what already happened 75,000 years ago, at the dawn of time. It told of the age of the soup people, who flowed through the underground rivers of Nern like a creamy magma, and were extremely delicious. It warned of a day in the distant past when the soup would turn cold, so cold it congealed. These jelly blobs and their scraps would be what they've become. The early beginnings of man and beast. The same way a beast of the wild attracts a mate. Musk, smell, aroma. The kind that will drive mortals to action. Not all of those actions are necessarily good. Some of them are great, and some are pretty much perfect. I'm that some. Only what the gods foretold. They say Mazanuk will come from the west, charging down a mountain, led by an avalanche of metal boulders, spheres. Behind them will be the mad dwarf himself, riding in a steam-powered war carriage, pulled along by dwarven mammoths. They say when Mazanok makes his charge, the ore veins across Skyrim will melt, and the rivers will run bright with metal. Only the Dwarvenborn possesses the power to stop him. From here in the Eyrie, I can watch for his descent, as well as create a strategic barrier to protect myself from his spies. something like and these jelly blobs and the scraps. I told you they were delicious, didn't I? Seems that's reason enough. Only what the gods foretold. They say Mazanuk will come from the west, charging down a mountain, led by an avalanche of metal boulders, spheres. Behind them will be the mad dwarf himself, riding in a steam-powered war carriage, pulled along by dwarven mammoths. They say when Mazanuk makes his charge, the ore veins across Skyrim will melt. From here in the Eyrie, I can watch his descent, as well as create a strategic barrier to protect myself from his.
trouble ahead.
Do you think... You know what? Never mind. Juniper berries taste so good.
I work the forge with my mother, Garl. We mine our own ore and shape our own metal. One day I will shape a weapon fit for a chief.
Hello,
Maybe
the
that
finest
chief
weapons and armor. Malakath preserve you.
They represent the reason I'm here. I can't just ignore them.
What can I do for you? I will remain on guard here.
Someone was trying to pickpocket you earlier, so I pickpocketed. I'll be around.
Something on your mind? I'll stand guard until you get back.
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
Damn it, Talon. We still don't have enough this year to get out of Riften.
Don't worry. The time will come and we can walk away from here.
I hope so. I can't stand this city anymore.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time. Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
My sister in crime. What do you need?
Friendly with the wildlife?
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like much to me.
What is it?
Ready for some work, or are you just gonna wander around all day? I handle the burglary, shell, sweep, and heist jobs. Most of them involve breaking and entering. If you don't like that kind of work, talk to Delvin. He runs the more up-close and personal jobs. Don't give up now. There's plenty of loot out there just ripe for the taking.
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Greetings. Farewell.
Sorry, lass. I've got important things to do. We'll speak another time.
Hey, how's it going? Pickpocket training?
Hey, good to see you.
Speak while the sands are warm.
So, what can I do for you today? You can't keep quitting jobs when it strikes your fancy. You're gonna make us all look like a bunch of amateurs. Think next time. The only way this guild's gonna continue to grow is by taking extra work.
Welcome to the cozy little usual guild rate. Let's take a look at them.
What was that?
To ask you to... Good. Glad we straightened that out. Everything all right?
You know, Nar, I am looking forward to our next Dwemer ruin. We're going to another one. Alright, I'm ready-ish.
I await your order, as you command, my thane.
Something on your mind? Lead the way, my hero.
us. I thought it was good for reading.
Who are you? By the Divines, you're here for me, aren't you? I swear I tried. I was gonna do it. Please, don't hurt me. Wait, so you aren't here to kill me? Thank the Divines.
Too many thoughts running through my head.
Jari Ra sent me here. He wanted me to extinguish the fire in the lighthouse. I don't know why I said yes. We used to be friends. At least, I thought so. Then he started having me do things. Things I regretted later. Not officially, but I assist Misaka any way I can, in exchange for room and board. If he were to pass on, perhaps he might recommend me for the job. Or maybe I could tend to the lighthouse in Dawnstar. I don't know if I've earned the right to be the keeper here. There's still so much I need to atone for. Usually one of the Jarl's Thanes has one of his attendants get a recommendation. Naturally, the previous keeper's input carries a lot of weight. Once the names are recommended, the captain of the guard checks the candidates for potential criminal history. That's what worries me most. I've never been officially accused of a crime, but Jari Ra's reputation could come back to haunt me. I thank you for your kind words. May the Divines keep the flame of righteousness alive in both our hearts. It's peaceful. I don't yearn for company like I used to, nor am I afraid of being alone. Although sometimes when I head up to the docks for supplies, I get a little anxious. It's like learning to ride a horse again. Pretty much every young boy is taught how to ride a horse and knock an arrow. But not all of us can be soldiers, or rich enough to buy a horse. So you kind of forget how. That's what it feels like, being around crowds. Like, everyone's staring at me. And when people say hello, I sometimes lose the words. Can you imagine forgetting something so simple as a greeting? Are you some sort of hero? Wow, I never would have thought someone like you would take an interest in me. I was at the Skeever when Jari Ra came by with his marauder friends. The ones that make me nervous. But Jari Ra put his arm around my shoulder and mussed my hair with those coarse fingers of his. That always puts me at ease. Then he tells me about this new plan of his. He says he needs me. That nobody can do it but me. I think one of his gang snickered. But Jari Ra told him to shut his mouth. And that made me feel good. The plan was to extinguish the flame at the lighthouse so that the ships would lose sight of the docks and crash. I didn't want to do it. Stealing is one thing, but killing a man? But Jari Ra assured me no one would die. He said they'd thank us for rescuing them. And I believed him. If you're that determined, I can't stop you. But please, I implore you to think on what you're about to do. I know. I was about to make the same mistake. I do. I'm not proud of the things I did. But it's Jari Ra's fault. He used me. I would have never been in that situation if it weren't for him. It's not cowardice. I told you, Jari Ra manipulated me. Mazaka said I'm a good man. And I never wanted to hurt anyone. It's not that simple. I never had many friends growing up. People who genuinely cared about me. When you go to a tavern, they have stools and tables. I always opted for the stool. It's hard sometimes, drinking alone. Especially when so many are in the company of friends. I used to hate the way they laughed. Jari Ra noticed too. Said they barked like hounds. That's how we met. Suddenly I was the one sitting at the tables, drinking in good cheer, laughing. It turns out I laughed like a mammoth grunts. It's funny, but even now I look back on those times fondly. I might have been a fool, but I don't see how I had any other choice. Not in a tavern. I needed to come here. But how could I have known that? I would have never guessed that an old Khajiit lighthouse keeper would become my best friend. Started out with just stealing. I would walk into the store and Jari Ra would distract the shopkeep and I'd stuff anything I could into my tunic. I still remember that first time. I was so scared. We were in radiant raiment, and Jari Ra was trying on clothes a Jarl couldn't afford. There was a circlet on the counter, gold and emerald, and Dari never even noticed when I switched it with the copper one I was wearing. I felt horrible afterward, but Jari Ra always found a way to make it seem okay. Those haughty knife-ears got what they deserved, he said. And when we went drinking at the inn to celebrate, Jari Ra would pat me on the back and give a toast in my honor. Mazaka said that wasn't the point. He said it doesn't matter if Jari Ra was right because his intent was wrong. I thought he wanted to comfort me, but all he really wanted was to deceive me.
My answer won't change no matter how much you ask.
I was standing before the fire, holding a tankard of water, when Mazaka came up behind me. When I saw him, my face flushed with blood, and I froze. I thought he was going to attack me, or have me arrested. But you know what he said? The weather is nice today, is it not? On these days, he said, you can get a good view of the stars. Then he pointed to a constellation in the sky. It was the Shadow. He said, as a Khajiit born under the Shadow, many told him his destiny was to be a brigand or a thief. He told me how he spent his life as a pirate, and still misses the clash of sabers and the ocean smell tickling his whiskers. But in the end, he preferred the quiet life. And it wasn't until he reached an old age that he learned we make our own destiny. Then he invited me downstairs for tea, and I've been with him ever since. Goodbye.
What should I do when we stop next? I can finish reading my book, or maybe finish reading my other book, or maybe I could finish my other book.